Growing up, Pokemon Emerald was one of my favorite Pokemon games. It was the first game I had ever caught a shiny in, so it always rose the question for me, would it be possible to beat the game with a team full of shinies? Well, I'm here today to figure that out. I'm Lazy Bear, let's get right into it. Now before we truly start our journey, we have to let Birch know that we're a boy and our name is Lazy Bear. We travel on the back of the moving van on the way to our new home because our mother doesn't care about us at all. While trying to leave, she tells us to look at the TV to see our absent father. After ransacking May's house, we introduce ourselves. We meet Professor Birch, who's being attacked by a wild Poochyena. We can now start our encounters for our first Pokemon. It's gonna be Mudkip. This blue boy sparkles pink once he's a shiny, and boy is that gorgeous. We return to Birch's lab after saving him, and he thanks us and lets us nickname our Mudkip. We opt to name him JoJo. Traveling north on Route 103, we encounter May again. This time, it's a battle. Her level 5 Trico doesn't really stand a chance against level 8 JoJo, and we take her down. We return to Birch's lab once again, where he gifts us with a Pokedex, and May gives us some Pokeballs. We can truly start our journey now. Upon reaching Petalburg City, we come face to face with our crappy pappy. Seeing this man disgust me. We then have our first encounter in the forest with Team Aqua. JoJo should have no problem taking on Roxanne's rock types. Water Gun takes out the Geodude instantly, and the second one as well. Her Nose Pass is quite tanky, taking 3 to get it down into the yellow, but it heals with a berry. We eventually get it to red, but it heals with a potion, then we take it out, spamming Water Gun the whole way. We meet the president of the Devon Corporation, and he instructs us with a task to return a letter to Steven in Dewford We meet back up with Mr. Briny in Pico, and we ask him if he could sail us there. While we're on our way sailing to Dewford, our dad calls us, trying to get involved in our life, but it's past that point now, Pops. We arrive, and immediately, I think it's encounter time. Makuhita. We name it Golden Experience. With 2 members on the team now, Gym Leader Brawley's team was a joke. We swept through it no problem. After meeting up with Steven and returning the letter to him, we are allowed to go to Slateport City, which we sail to instantly. Once we meet the scientist we're supposed to return the goods to, we get jumped by Team Aqua. The Team Aqua grunt is a joke in general. A Carvana versus my Golden Experience, it doesn't stand a chance. One Vital Throw and it's gone. After defeating the grunt, Team Aqua leader Maxie approaches us. He asks why we'd intervene with his plans even though we're not one of Team Magma. He then tells us his life goal is to expand the sea. After all that fun, we meet super cool dude Scott, who says, "Oh, they ran away in a hurry. Must have been you. I guess we're gonna become good friends from now on." Didn't have a choice in that matter. Another thing we don't have a choice for is this rival battle. May leads with her Wingull, and we opt to lead with JoJo. To start the battle, I numbskullingly go for Mud Slap. The Wingull hits me with a wing attack, which does nothing. A tackle does about half, I'm then growled. Another tackle gets it in the red. I'm confused, but I prevail and tackle it once more, and it faints. She's then switching into Grovyle. Knowing that my Mudkip is 4 times weak to this grass type, I switch out to Golden Experience. He takes it down no issue, and then the Slugma comes out. I keep the Golden Experience in, and he Vital throws that thing into oblivion. May is down, we win. While pushing toward the 3rd gym, Wally and his uncle are in the way complaining about how Wally's not a strong enough trainer to go out in the wild and start winning. We prove him right. Of course, Scott's watching and comes over and congratulates us for our victory. After a double battle, Golden Experience evolves into a Hariyama. With this evolution, I think we should have no problem taking on Leader Watson, who sends out a Voltorb first. I lead with Golden Experience and a Vital Throw. The Vital Throw takes it down immediately. We grow to level 26 and Watson sends out his Electric, which gets one-shotted by another Vital Throw. A Vital Throw pretty much sweeps this gym as we take down the Magneton with one as well. His Manetric's tankier, it takes 2 and he's down. That's the 3rd gym badge. I reunite Romeo and Juliet, and for doing so I'm able to get Strength. I think it's time to get a new Pokemon, so we look for a Swablu. Golden on this thing leads me to believe I should have just named this thing Golden Experience, but we can think of something else. He puts JoJo to sleep, I wake up and tackle it once, getting it yellow, and then a Great Ball catches it immediately. I opt to name it Wonder of You. After acquiring our third Pokemon, we run into Team Magma for the first time. They're extracting meteorites and bringing them to Mount Chimney. Questionable, we want to figure out what they're doing with this. While he approaches us, Team Aqua comes out of nowhere, and Archie's here to save the day. After they see Team Aqua, Team Magma laughs happily and they run off with their meteorite to Mount Chimney. After they run off, Archie approaches us and asks if he'd seen us before, dementia kicking in once again. He remembers our name is Lazy Bear, and we follow them to Mount Chimney. We see Archie, and his Poochyena is in a battle against 3 others. He's scared the volcano might erupt, but then we get to laugh and watch as his Poochyena dances for a moment. While trying to stop the eruption, we are challenged by Team Magma leader Maxie, who leads with his Mightyena. I opt to go with the Wonder of You first because I want to level this bad boy up. Scared's gonna get one-shotted by this Mightyena though. I switch into Golden Experience, who's already pretty low before the fight, but a Vital Throw takes it down immediately. Switch to the Wonder of You. Wonder of You goes for a peck. It does pretty much nothing, but 2, then 3, get him down to red. Potion comes out. I don't think we can take this thing down with just the Wonder of You, so I switch into JoJo. Not forgetting my mistake from earlier with the Wingull, I go for a Mud Slap. The Mud Slap, of course, does not hit the flying poison type. So then I just start going for water guns. A few take him down, we're deep in the yellow now at this point. Camerups up next though. 4 times weak to water should be no problem. We take him down with JoJo and gain a ton of XP. Maxie hits us with the foo foo foo, we'll go away for this time, and then he leaves behind the meteorite. Archie comes and thanks us for stopping the destructive plan, but he doesn't know what side we're on, but he says it doesn't matter. He says we shall meet again, and this meteorite is ours. We go and we bathe with some old women. Yeah, that's the way I like it. We're able to challenge Gym Leader Flannery and her fire types. JoJo should have no problem taking down the Numel or the Slugma with just water guns spammed on repeat. The Camerup comes in, but even though he's a tanky boy, water gun has no problem taking it down. Her ace Torkoal comes in, and what are we going to do? We're going to spam water gun until we faint, and then switch to Golden Experience where a Vital Throw takes down the Gym Leader. We meet up with May outside the gym, who gives us the Go Goggles. We are now able to traverse the desert. In favor of the desert, we challenge Papa Norman. He leads with a Spinda that uses Teeter Dance and confuses us. We have to spam Vital Throw until it finally hits and one-shots the thing. Vigoroth comes out next, and then breaking through the confusion, one Vital Throw takes it down along with the Lilloon. Slacking gets one-shotted as well. The Golden Experience can just wipe this whole gym, it seems. Reaching level 35, and Norman is down. Only just now seeing us for the first time in weeks, Wally's uncle comes and saves us from our dad, knowing we never want to see that monster again. After beating a bug trainer, JoJo evolves into Swampert. We run into May, of course. She leads with her Slugma, so we switch out to JoJo, and a Surf takes it down no problem. Grovile's next, so I switch back to the Wonder of You. I take a Leaf Blade, and I'm low, so I switch out once again to Golden Experience, and the Vital Throw takes it down as it normally does. Lombre's out. Vital Throw spam. Bye-bye. She's dead, and now we have Fly. Thanks for the gift, May. Never too far away from us, of course, Scott was watching our battle. He comes to congratulate us and explains how he saw May was really upset with anger on her face from our victory. Sweet, sweet. We meet up with Steven and we get the Devon scope, and now we can see the invisible Kecleon that are blocking the gym in many paths of the route. The Wonder of You evolves into Altaria. Now that we can see the Kecleon, we can challenge Gym Leader Wiona. I lead with the Wonder of You, who now knows Dragon Breath, but I opt to go for a Fly. Few flies take down her Swablu, no issue. She then sends in her own Altaria. Dragon Breath does a little bit under half, but after that I just hit it with a Fly and it gets down into the yellow, and then one more takes it down. She sends out her Tropius, and 2 flies take that thing down, no problem. Pelipper comes in next. A Dragon Breath does under half again, spamming it twice more, gets it down and gone. Her last Pokemon Skarmory, and I send in the Golden Experience, and he just takes it down, no problem at all. We find a Shuppet, and I love this thing, so of course I have to make sure it shines. I nickname him D4C. Hasn't been long since our last fight with May, but of course she already wants to fight again. She leads with Tropius, and our newly caught D4C isn't strong enough to take this thing down even close yet. I send a Wonder of You in, and an Aerialius takes it down. Slugma's next. Surf, it's gone. Grovile's in. Aerialius, one shot, bye-bye. The Pelipper comes out, and while it is tanky and annoying with Confusion and Protect, we have no problem taking it down. Using the blue orb, he thinks he can awaken the Groudon and control it to expand the land. What he doesn't know is he has the wrong orb, so Groudon just runs away. We learn that Archie and Team Aqua are trying to steal a submarine to go deep diving somewhere. Could they possibly be going to wake up Kyogre? Tate and Liza are normally pretty annoying, but our team is very strong at this point, so I don't think we'll have much of a problem taking them down. I lead with JoJo and D for C, and Shadow Ball one-shots the Xatu. Her Lunatone comes in next. We're going with a Surf for JoJo, and another Shadow Ball from D for C. It takes down the Claydol, and the Lunatone is left a little bit above half. Now the Solrock's in, and JoJo's sleeping. One Shadow Ball takes down the Psychic Rock-type Solrock, and one more takes down the Lunatone. That was Tate and Liza. We go to Steven's house, and he gives us with Dive, which is pretty cool. And then I took way too long struggling with the Strength puzzle. So Archie hits us with the Foo 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 now, and he says, I've waited for this day for a long, long time, and he wants to realize his dream. He challenges us to a battle, and as always, he leads with his Mighty Yenna. I go with the Wonder of You and hit him with a Fly. He then confuses me with Scary Face. I hit myself in confusion 2 times in a row, but then another Fly with a high roll takes it down. He's a Crobat now, kinda scary, but we Dragon Rage and paralyze it. Couple more of those and we're left really low in the red, but we take it down. Sharpedo comes out now, and I don't know why, but I kept the Wonder of You in and he fainted, so now we have to switch out to D for C, who's already low before the battle, but a Thunder takes down the Sharpedo. Let's guess what he's gonna do next. Is it A, bathing with the elderly? B, waking the Kyogre that we're right in front of? Or is it option C, go on a hot date? If you chose option C, you would be correct. Much like his counterpart Maxie, Archie has the wrong orb and awakens the Kyogre, and rather than it controlled by him, it just runs away. Maxie and Archie realize what they've done. We go outside of the cave cavern, and of course the world is in shambles. They depart, Steven arrives, and he says we need to go to Sotoopolis to provide some answers. He's not sure what we're going to do, but of course we have to go there as well. We meet up with Wallace, who asks where the legendary Pokemon Rayquaza might be. I say, probably the Sky Pillar, boy, and he goes, okay, of course. We climb the Sky Pillar, and we awaken the Sock Puppet. After requesting the aid of the Rayquaza, we get one of my favorite Pokemon scenes of all time. Growing up, this was just the coolest thing ever. I mean, it doesn't look as cool now with 3D models and all that stuff, but that's sick. After that, we finally conclude the story of Archie and Maxie's hidden love, and they are finally going to leave us alone. Thankful for that. In this time, I actually got a Discord notification. Of course. We get a call from our boy Isaac. I don't know who this guy is. He's asking how things are for me. He's been battling often and hasn't won. I'm about to challenge a legendary snake. I'm trying to challenge a legendary currently. I don't want to hear about this. Now we can all agree that Black Rayquaza is absolutely gorgeous, but there's one thing you always have to try when you first find a legendary. We know what it is, using a normal Pokeball. It's always worth a shot, right? Rayquaza takes down the Wonder U, switching into D4C. All I have to do is throw the Master Ball and we catch our scary monster. We're all set and ready now to take on the last gym leader, Juan. He leads with a Love Disc. We go for a Shadow Ball and take it out. His Crawdaunt comes in next. We opt for a Thunder, one-shot it. The Whiscash is a Water Ground type, so it's neutral to take it down. Celio comes in, a Thunder takes that thing down. And then its last ace is a Kingdra, a Dragon Water type, neutral, so we have to spam Thunder a few times. We're running low on PP. Ice Beam takes us out, and then a Vital Throw, of course, sweeps as it always has. We can now Waterfall up to Victory Road, and it is gorgeous here. While going through Victory Road, we're able to do our final rival battle of the run, which is with Wally. He says he's gotten a lot stronger, and this time he is content he will not lose. He leads with his own Altaria, and I lead with JoJo. Now, I'm just going to sit here and spam Surf. Even though it's doing nothing, this Altaria is not really attacking me back. He's kind of just dragon dancing up for whatever reason, and it eventually goes down. And if you thought I wasn't going to use Scary Monster as soon as I could, you're extremely mistaken. Is sweeping his team with absolutely no challenge at all. His last Pokemon Gardevoir goes down, and that was the last rival battle. We make it through Victory Road, and we've made it. But, as you can see, currently, we don't have a full team of Pokemon, so we go back and we find one of my favorites. If you don't love Oddish, what's wrong with you? I understand, though. Stray Cat's the nickname for this green boy. It evolves into Gloom immediately, and then we use a Sunstone, and we get this gorgeous purple cutie. We are now able to challenge the first Elite Four member. As many people do in this run, they lead with a Mighty Yenna. I go for a bulk up this battle. I want to be super tanky and ready to take down anything I can. The Mighty Yenna uses a Sand Attack to lower my accuracy. Pretty annoying, but I think will prevail. I use a move that's not Vital Throw for once. I use Brick Break, and of course it misses. And then the Mighty Yenna spams another Sand Attack. Less accuracy, very annoying. Another Brick Break misses, and then, of course, once again, Sand Attack. At this point, it's getting really annoying. One more Brick Break, of course, it's gonna miss. This is really entertaining, isn't it? The Mightyena uses Double Edge. This barely hurts our very tanky Golden Experience. The Mightyena is hit with Recoil. Why am I still using Brick Break? Speed the game up a little bit and it finally connects. For Sydney's next Pokemon, it's a Shift Tree, so I switch into the Wonder Review. And I hit it with an Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace does a monster amount of damage to this Shift Tree, leaving it super low in the red. He uses a full restore and I spam it 2 more times to take it down. His third Pokemon's Absol, so I switch back into Golden Experience and I go for a Brick Break, and I do not have my accuracy decrease at this point, so it actually hits and I can happily watch that health bar deplete to nothing. Bye bye Absol. He's a Cacturn. I switch back to the Wonder Review and use an Ice Beam. Super effective against this Grass Dark type, it one-shots it. Cacturn does have a really cool sprite in this game, but we won't be seeing more of him. We finally use Stray Cat for the first time. At this point, she knows Petal Dance. Why not use a move that locks us in? It's a Crawdaunt, so I think this thing could one-shot, no problem. Let's see. And it's gone, of course, because I have the best team. With the fainting of the Crawdaunt, we defeat the first Elite Four member, Sydney. 3 more to go. Next up on the chopping block, we have the second Elite Four member. She leads with her Dusclops. I lead with my JoJo. And now this Dusclops is annoying because it wants to PP stall you to max. It sits there and it protects, and it has pressure, of course. I hit an Earthquake after my second turn, and I do big damage, putting it a little bit below half. I opt for a Surf in favor of Earthquake this time because I want to save that PP and not have it all just go to waste. It protects itself again and wastes even more Surf PP. One more takes it out finally. The next Pokemon is a Bayonet of her own. Quake gets it very low in the red, and then she uses a full restore, but 2 Surfs take it down. Sableye her next Mon. It uses Double Team, but I don't miss on my second Surf, and it goes down again. Second Bayonet, and all that thing does is just full restore, and then Faint. We send in Stray Cat to take down her Dusclops, and we beat her. We are on to the third member now. Being an Ice-type member, it's pretty easy for us to just send in Golden Experience, bulk up twice, and wipe about half our team off the planet with Brick Break, which is exactly what I do. We get to her ace Walrein before Golden Experience finally faints. 2 Earthquakes from JoJo get the Walrein into the deep red. It heals a bit, and then 1 more takes it down. That's the third Elite Four member. Drake has all Dragon types, so I lead with Altaria, who Ice Beams the Shelgon to red, it heals, and then a High Roll takes it down. 2 more Ice Beams take down his own Altaria. Flygon comes in, and it paralyzes me with Dragon Breath. So I said, sweep time, scary monsters coming out, Outrage just destroys the whole team. I have a bit of trouble with Kingdra because I get paralyzed, but of course my level 75 one-shots it. The champion, Wallace. We send in D for C, he leads with a Wailord, 2 Thunders take this thing down, and then a Tentacruel comes in and faints our D for C. An Earthquake from JoJo takes down Tentacruel as Ludicolo comes in. We bulk up twice and then go for a Brick Break, which crits. Wishcash is in next, more Brick Break, more faint. Wallace sends in Gyarados, it outspeeds and Surf takes down Golden Experience. Stray Cat comes in and I go for Petal Dance, which does pitiful damage. Gyarados Hyper Beamed, we faint. I send in Wonder U. Ice Beam did absolutely nothing, nor did Dragon Breath. He full restores even after I paralyze it. Another full restore comes out and he faints my Wonder of U. I try to go for a Surf, but a Hyper Beam faints me. Sweep time. Outrage, bye-bye Gyarados. Outrage, bye-bye Melodic. And that is Champion Wallace. And we've done it. We beat the champion. The run's over. This proved my question. You can beat Pokemon Emerald with a team of all shiny Pokemon. D4C, the Banette. Stray Cat, the Blossom. JoJo the Swampert. Scary Monsters, the Rayquaza. Golden Experience, the Hariyama. And finally, the Wonder of You, Altaria. welcome to the Hall of Fame. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you so much. And if you really enjoyed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps me a lot and motivates me to make more videos like this. I'll see you next time.